Thank you, and good evening. First of all, I want to thank you, Rabbi, for letting me speak after Reverend Moss. Thanks a lot. Okay, well, you know, what does freedom mean to me? And I was thinking as I heard people being recognized and introduced tonight. I wasn't here last year in May because I was a little busy with an election. So freedom to me this year means I can be here with you. So that's a really nice thing. But the other wonderful thing about our country is that regardless of who we elect and who we vote for and how we work, we all come together when it's all over because we all are working for the same purpose. And all of us here tonight recognize that and really celebrate that and celebrate our differences, and that's really, really important. You know, my husband Lee, who could not be here this evening, we were so honored by the AJC to receive the Human Relations Award, and it was truly an honor because I'm Catholic and my husband Lee is Jewish, and when we married I didn't convert, nor did he change his religion and convert, but we somehow learned to blend our religions with each other. Our children celebrate all of Catholic holidays. We celebrate all of our Jewish holidays. Between, you can only imagine our home between Hanukkah and Christmas. By the end of 8 nights and then a full week of Christmas, our kids are really enjoying themselves well. But it's, you know, they've learned over the years that everybody's religion is something to be celebrated, because no matter where we are, no matter how we pray, no matter how we do it, we all are praying to that same God. And that's really, really important. It just happens to be how you want to do it. And we need to be able to celebrate our religions and feel safe about celebrating our religion, regardless of what it is in this country, and frankly in this state. Hearing Reverend Moss talk about a personal story kind of reminded me of a quick personal story when I was a little girl, growing up on the west side of Cleveland. And yes, I'm a West Sider, and my husband was an East Sider, so we never met till years later. But growing up, my parents were both in, my father was in Cleveland City Council, and this was back in the early 60s, and I'm one of 9 brothers and sisters. And I remember my father gathering us all together one day and saying, I've invited a man to our home and his family, and we are going to work for this man, and we are going to help him, and he is going to be the next mayor of the city of Cleveland. So this is early 60s. That man came to our home with his family, was Carl Stokes. I never had an opportunity growing up playing with African American children because that was just where I lived. I didn't live in an integrated neighborhood. But my family and my parents taught us that your world is larger than the block that you grow up in. And your world is larger, and reach out to everybody. Well, we met Carl Stokes, we met his family, we worked for him, and it was the first time that I faced racism, because when we came home after campaigning, our home was vandalized. There was N-words written all over the side of our aluminum-sided home. And beware and stop. And my parents sat us down and said, we will, and we were terrified. We were 9 little kids. And our parents said, we will continue on. You will hold your head up high. This is the right person to work for. And the people that are doing this to us, they are the cowards. So this is the kind of home that I was raised in. So coming together, and I will say, you know, still the city was very divided. Only one West Side council person endorsed Carl Stokes for mayor, and that was Peggy Zone. That's how I grew up. So coming together and blending with Lee Fisher and blending our religions was something so very natural. And I'm really, really proud of everybody in this room. I work with a lot of you on lots of different projects, and I'm so proud of everybody here tonight participating, and I just want to thank you for letting me share. Thanks.